It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through London. It's the Dolphins and the Bulldogs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the London Bulldogs. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl.
Trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58. We are ready to rock in the AFC. Opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Franklin. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And rightly so. He's been the big story leading up to this AFC Championship game because, as we all know, no rookie's ever won a Super Bowl as a starting quarterback. Heck, no rookie's ever started a Super Bowl. So he's trying to rewrite the history books here, and if he wins this one, he'll get his own book.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bulldogs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone comes Rico Dowdle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took out that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my and wound up turning it into a big play.
He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll run with Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bulldogs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And then they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
Has absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Now it's Herbert. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 21-0 our score after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 65 yards. And the Bulldogs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He juked him. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bulldogs are able to add on to their first half lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, on for the extra on the field stand.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down. Here's Herbert. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Well, this is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Herbert on first down now. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, it's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Back to throw. Herbert got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Yeah, with only 9 seconds remaining, not much.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that penalty on the offense, and the fumble recovery will stay.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As it's time now to send you back. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books, because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quicker.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Herbert. That is caught by Williams for a Miami touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Able to find Lazard. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Alan Lazard, 57 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Mike Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. London about set to take over on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
sending his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Bulldogs have taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
Have to review the play. Ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Trying to keep those in the backfield. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Herbert complete. Smith has it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Miami. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in London as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Straight ahead. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll They'll try and run with their fullback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Got a man, that's Lazard. Touchdown! Alan Lazard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's what really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, a run with Hall. And he loses the football the second time. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's...
Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. London about set to take over on offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. They'll start on the ground. Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Over the middle, it's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver.